Musical memoirs and sonic scrapbooks. Okay, so what's a musical memoir? Well, the Oxford Dictionary defines a memoir as an account written by somebody about their life and experiences. So musical memoir is a musical account written by somebody about their life and experiences. This is an idea that's been on my mind for a while, so I'd like to share it with you in this episode with the hope that you may find it inspiring. It's a totally different way of approaching music, which we desperately need in this new AI age. Depending on the person, music is usually considered to be in one of the following 6 categories. And obviously this list is not exhaustive, but these are the most common ways of approaching music. Artistic, where the focus is on creativity and originality. Entertainment, where the focus is on performance and enjoyment. Social, where the focus is on community cohesion and bonding. Spiritual, where the focus is on connecting with the divine and worshipping. Soundtrack, where the focus is on enhancing and or manipulating emotions. And for some, business, where the focus is on profit and revenue growth. So those are the conventional categories: artistic, entertainment, social, spiritual, soundtrack, and business. But as AI-generated music steals more and more work from all of these categories, we're facing a meaning crisis as musicians. When the world doesn't want our gifts anymore, what do we do? And where do we find meaning and purpose in our lives now? That's where my musical memoir idea comes in. I suggest we start approaching music in the same way that we approach photos. Most people have a smartphone in their pocket nowadays, so they tend to document their daily lives through pictures, like a photographic memoir. These captured memories then get uploaded to an online gallery, which is the modern equivalent of those dusty old school photo albums that used to fill our shelves. On a side note, don't you think it's weird that so many people share their online galleries with the public? Any stranger can look at them. How creepy is that? Back in the day, photo albums were private. Only family members got to look at them, and even that was embarrassing. I don't remember ever letting any of my friends open my photo albums. No way! They were strictly family only. What does it say about our modern culture that people are so willing to share their photos with strangers? Interesting times, but I digress. So I'm sure you can see where I'm going with this. I'm proposing that we start capturing our memories in sound as well by making autobiographical music. In other words, music as a memoir. And in between creating our musical memoir, we can constantly be working on our sonic scrapbooks. A sonic scrapbook is where we can keep all our musical ideas, which may or may not be turned into songs later. There's no need to turn every idea into a song. Sometimes ideas are perfectly happy exactly the way they are. If you write a beautiful melody or chord progression or whatever, and you never feel the desire to turn it into anything more, then it's complete. It has served its purpose. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. When Picasso did a pencil sketch and left it at that, it was complete. If he'd wanted to turn it into a painting, he would have. That's what our sonic scrapbooks should be, a place where all our ideas are collected. They form a vital part of our musical journey, even if they don't make it into the final narrative. The reason I feel so excited about this new approach to music is that the work and its meaning can't be stolen by AI. Remember, a memoir is an account written by somebody about their life and experiences. Let that sink in. AI will never be able to do that because a memoir must be written by the person it's about, as it's an account of their life and experiences. AI will never know what it's like to be you. Therefore, AI can never steal this work and its meaning from you. So if you're like me and AI has stolen over 80% of your work and over 80% of your income, and yes, that's true, then I offer you this idea as a way to rebuild your musical life from the devastation of this global AI flood. Then at the end of your life, you'll have a one-of-a-kind musical memoir to show for your time here. How meaningful is that? Now that's what I call a life well lived. On that note, if you're feeling inspired to begin your musical memoir and sonic scrapbook, I invite you to join my online apprenticeship course. Through a series of in-depth videos, you'll learn my song whispering method. It's an intuitive way of writing where you let the music guide you from blank screen to finished song. If you're new to making music though, no problem. You can start your journey right now by reading my free book, 12 Music Theory Hacks to Learn Scales and Chords. It only takes about half an hour to read, then you'll have a solid foundation of the basics. Next, you can work your way through my 30 free PDF tutorials. There's step-by-step musical recipes that you can follow to instantly make music. All genres are covered, from electronic to hip-hop, classical to metal, and everything in between. To download all these free resources, visit hackmusictheory.com. And on top of the free book, 30 free PDFs, and over 220 free YouTube tutorials. I don't paywall any of these episodes either. I don't want to exclude anyone. But if you're enjoying all these free offerings and want me to make more, please support my work by becoming a paid subscriber. It's only about the cost of one coffee per month, but if enough people join, then I can pay the rent and keep doing this work. To sign up, please visit hackmusictheory.com/join. If you can't afford to at the moment though, no problem. You can give Hack Music Theory a 5-star rating in your podcast app. That supports my work too. Either way, thank you so much and welcome aboard the Songwriter's Ark, where all the music making skills are being preserved through this global AI flood. The flood shall pass, the skills will last.